Hello and welcome to Ubon Safari's Friday Facebook Live session. And I hope everybody's live here. Okay, I don't seem to see anybody yet. Okay, yes, I'm live. Thank you for the heart, Umang. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Hammerkop. I'm not sure if many people know about Hammerkop, but before we get on to Hammerkop, I am going to be discussing some facts about Hammerkop, but before we get on to that, I have a question for the viewers out there, and among you are not allowed to answer this question. The question is, what is a group of mongoose called? And the name, I'll be repeating this question again during the session, and the winner will be revealed at the end of the session. So let's move on to Hammerkop Facts. First of all, thank you very much, Monk. First of all, the Hammerkop. So Hammerkop is known as Scopus umbretta, or the hammerhead, or hammerhead stalk, or anvil head, and a few other names. It's a medium-sized wading bird, found in Africa, Madagascar, and Arabia. According to the BirdLife International, it's an NGO, and according to BirdLife International, Africa has got about 2,310 species of birds. Hi Matteo, thank you for tuning in. And out of the 2,310 species, 1,400 bird species are endemic to the African continent. Before I move on to that, I'm going to grab the printout. Okay, so let's carry on. So why is it called a Hammerkop? Let me show you a picture of the Hammerkop again. So the shape of its head with a long bill and the crest at the back reminds us of a hammer. Doesn't it look like a hammer? Right, so this medium-sized bird weighs, it's got a height of about 22 inches, about 56 centimeters, and weighs about 470 grams. They feed mostly during the day, and they are often resting during the afternoons because of the heat. They almost eat anything, but their diet is largely on amphibians and fish. And they walk in shallow water looking for their prey, and they grab their prey, shuffling with one foot in the water, while the other foot looking for the prey and pulling it up above the water. So talking about their nests, now this is one of the most important parts. And their nest, let me show you a picture. Their nest looks something like this. So before we move on to the facts of the nest, I am going to repeat the question again. And the question is, what is a group of mongoose called? What is a group of mongoose known as? There are different kind of words, but I'm looking for a specific collective noun. And will reveal the winner at the end of the show. Okay, so moving on to the nests. Now these nests are the strangest part of their behavior. Their nests are wider, sometimes even wider than 1.5 meters, and strong enough to support a human being, the weight of a human being. If possible, they build the nest at the fork of a tree, but they can also build it on the ground, or on a dam, or a wall. So both the male and female build these nests, and these nests are probably made of about 10,000 sticks, really strongly built, and they build these nests around 3 to 5 nests during each year. They move from the nests, from one nest to the other, but often, many times, the hammerkops are chased away. Their nests are taken over by barn owls, or by eagle owls. And these owls, do they sleep on top of the nest? No, they sleep inside the nest, and they build a little hole, the burrows, to get in to the nest. And quite often other creatures get into these nests as well. And on top of their nest, it can be used by other creatures like the raptors for viewing their prey, or other birds like the starling. Many other birds build their nests around this huge nest. So it is quite beneficial to many other creatures, apart from them, just from themselves. Their behavior is very different. Unlike the other birds, their behavior is very different. The one unusual feature about their behavior is crowded eagles also use the top of Hammerkop. Thank you, Ranger Wags. Yes. Many eagles also, it's easier for them to look at their prey. So yes. Now, one unusual feature about these behavior is they have got a ceremony, and up to 10 birds join in a ceremony, which they run around in circles and calling loudly, raising their crests and fluttering their wings. And that's not known why do they do that, but that's kind of a ceremony that they have. So yeah, but before we move on, I'm going to repeat the question again. What is a group of mongoose called? And I'm looking for a very specific noun, a collective noun. So please comment below if you know what is a group of mongoose called. And okay, so no one yet? No one knows? Okay, so we're going to move on the myths. There are quite a number of myths. No, Matteo, it is not Mongai. I'm sure you have Googled it, but no, you've got a wrong answer. Keep trying. Good try. So there are so many myths about hammerkops, and that's why I find Hammerkop quite interesting. This bird is also called a lightning bird by some of the tribal people in some parts of Africa. And the Kalahari Bushmen actually believe that if a hammerkop flies over your camp making a noise, you know for sure that somebody has died, somebody very close to you has died in the family. And to end this, I have got a story which I heard very recently in Uganda, that many parts of Uganda, people believe this hammerkop is like a wizard. Yes, just a little extra something. It is known in some cultures as the lightning bird. Yes, and the Kalahari Bushmen believed that being hit by lightning resulted from trying to rob a hammerkop's nest. Yes, I was going to talk about a story that I heard about the same thing in Uganda, that people are really scared, and the fishermen, many parts of Uganda, the fishermen really rely on the fish, and these hammerkops steal their fish away, so they hate them. But they've had such bad luck. Many times they've had bad experiences when trying to either kill a hammerkop or remove their nest. So there was once a person he just put a bet on this. And no, it is not vultures, Matteo. Keep trying. So this one person put a bet on this, and he said to all the other fishermen who were against him doing it, but he said, I am going to do it, and I'm going to bring the nest down, which he did. At the time when he did this, his wife was expecting, and he brought the nest down. Nothing happened. In a few weeks' time, the wife gave birth to a child. The baby was crying like a hammerkop, and it was really strange. The baby died a few days later after being born, and then a few days after that the man died as well, and that has created a lot of fear amongst the local people, and so people do not touch the hammerkop nests. And it's known to be having some magical powers, it seems. So nobody touches their nest. So I am sure, I hope this was quite beneficial or educating. And if you find it interesting, please comment below and let us know if we can bring any more topics to you. Until next Friday, it's bye from me. Have a nice weekend.